Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some brand new news, and the entire world is absolutely, utterly falling apart. So as you guys know, we usually do like to go, I do a lot of restock news and general news, and we've actually kind of been working a little bit of kind of global economic news too as well, because it does kind of correlate to when it comes to, well, just your day-to-day life. I know some of you guys who also watch my channel are, not just 13, a little bit more on the older side too as well. It affects consoles, it affects gaming, it affects gas, it affects everything out here. And for me, I've always had a little nice little fondness, I guess, when it comes on the financial side, and just overall, investing, stock market, and everything else on the side too as well. So every now and then I want to throw in some of these bonus videos like it, because it's just kind of, I guess, important topics to go talk about, and intriguing stuff to either showcase, talk about, give my thoughts on, or hear what you guys have to say with it too as well. So, yeah. A lot of kind of bad news actually came out all throughout today, so we're going to go talk about it. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller. Twitter and Twitch streams all down below. The Webull Coinbase down below. Target links down below. Amazon links down below. And let's go dive on into it. So as of today, there actually was a very, very important report that came out called the CPI report, or the Consumer Price Index report, that kind of goes and gives us all the detail of what's going on with the economy itself. This is in regards to gas prices, housing prices, consumer goods, consumer spendings, all that type of stuff put together. And as you guys have probably had a chance to see at the grocery store, getting gas, or whatever it may be, everything has been not doing too well. It's not been a good vibe. It's not been a good stuff. And I have not been enjoying it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same exact boat. And obviously with this, it's also sometimes somewhat stagging, I guess, very slogging when it comes to all this stuff, and this is all based on the May report that just came out. So with this, we have some pretty rough news talking about how inflation now rose 8.6% in May, with the highest ever since 1981. So basically, kind of the little key points we'll kind of dive into a little bit more, but the Consumer Price Index rose 8.6% in May from a year ago, the highest increase since December 1981. Core inflation, excluding food and energy, rose 6%. Both were higher than expected. Switching food, gas, energy prices all contributed toward the gain, with fuel oil up 106.7% over the past year. Shelter costs, which comprise about 1/3 of the CPI, rose as well at the fastest 12-month pace in 31 years. The rise in inflation meant workers lost more ground in May, with real wages also declining 0.6% from April and 3% from a 12-month basis. Ooh, so as you guys can kind of see for the little tidbit over here they have with this one, stock market did not go due today. I know my stocks went down quite a bit in regards to basically the whole world falling apart. So not been fun, and I'm sure you guys have been kind of feeling the heat on your wallet when it comes to stock prices, when it comes to your retirement accounts, when it comes to 401ks, gas prices, food, everything out there. It's just been I feel like I've been getting slapped with the in the face for the past few months especially, and it's not been fun times. So inflation accelerated further in May, with prices rising 8.6% from a year ago for the fastest increase since December 1981, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported as of today on Friday. The Consumer Price Index, a wide-ranging measure of goods and services prices, increased even more than 8.3%, Dow Jones estimated. Including volatile food and energy prices, so-called core CPI was up 6%, slightly higher than the 5.9% estimate, which was pretty comparable, pretty similar to what they were expecting. On a monthly basis, headline CPI was up 1%, while core rose 0.6% compared with the respective estimates of 0.7% and 0.5%. Surging shelter, gasoline, and food prices all contributed to the increase itself. Energy prices broadly rose 3.9% from a month ago, bringing the annual gain to 34.6%, which is... I don't know if you guys ever kind of go through these numbers or notice these numbers yourselves, but every single time I've seen this, it has not been good. Every single time we look at housing prices, which will hopefully go down in the near future with, the interest rates being risen. And I think also this kind of stipulating that the future Fed meetings will also be raising up the interest rates even more, which should also, in theory, be slowing down the economy and hopefully helping down with housing prices and hopefully trying their best to prevent some more stagflation going on. So within the category, fuel oil posted a 17% monthly gain, pushing the 12-month surge to now 106%. And that's, dude, I'm looking at some of the pictures back in the day where I'm seeing some gas prices that are literally $2 or $3, and I'm sitting there and I look at the new gas prices and I want to sit there and literally cry because it's just awful. It's just not just not good. It's just like it's so expensive. Like I don't even know how people nowadays are even living. Dude, it's just nuts. It really, really is nuts. So shelter costs as well, which accounts for about 1/3 weighting, and the CPI rose 0.6% for the month as well, the fastest 1-month gain since March 2004. The 5.5% 12-month gain is the most since February 1991. Finally, food costs climbed another 1.2% in May, bringing the year-over-year gain to 10%, which I will still stand by. Actually feels even smaller than we expect. Like, as I go to the grocery store, it seems like the prices just seem like they're just always perpetually going up and up and up. These escalating prices meant workers took another pay cut during the month. Real wages, when accounting for inflation, fell 0.6% in April, even though average hourly earnings actually did raise 0.3%. According to a separate BLS release, on a 12-month basis, real average hours were down 3%. Markets actually, obviously, as I mentioned before, did not go and react well to the report, with stock futures indicating a sharply lower open on Wall Street and government bond yields rising. And also it just means that the stock market today was a little bit on the rougher side. Same with the crypto market, if you guys care about cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and all of that. It's hard to look at May's inflation data and not be disappointed, said the Morning Consultant chief economist John Lear. We're just not yet seeing any signs that we're in the clear. Some of the biggest increase came from airfares, up 12%, which, funny enough, I literally just on vacation, sounds about right to me. Used cars and trucks around 2%, and dairy products, funny enough, at 3%. The fuel costs have been considered a bellwether of inflation surge and have been falling for the past 3 months, so an increase in potentially an ominous sign, as used vehicles prices are up 16% over the past year. New vehicle prices rose 1% in May. Like, dude, this is like as you kind of go through these articles and you kind of see all this stuff and like in real time, you just kind of go and realize that just everything is perpetually falling apart. Like, just everything costs so much more money. We're not making enough money. And like, at the end of the day, like, I know I'm kind of more of like a gaming channel, restock channel, all that. But man, like, you just go outside, you just kind of feel like I don't know, like an awkward pressure. It kind of feels like where everyone just feels uncomfortable. Everyone doesn't feel right. Like, everyone's just like kind of on edge and just like needs a drink at the end of the day, honestly. So Friday's numbers dented hopes that inflation may have peaked and adds to fears that the economy is more closer to a recession. The inflation report comes with the Federal Reserve in the early stages of a rate hiking campaign to slow growth and bring down prices. May's report likely solidifies the likelihood of even more 50 basis point interest rate increases ahead. So I do think we'll be seeing a lot more like interest rates going up even higher. And I think from what I've seen so far is that real estate lenders have also already preemptively updated their reserve rates too as well. I think another 0.3% just off of this news and CPI reports already throughout the day itself. So if you guys like me are trying to become homeowners, we've kind of been seeing a lot more issues with that too as well. Obviously, nothing is good in this report, said Julian Bridgen, president of the MI2 Partners, a global macroeconomic research firm. There is nothing in there that's going to give the Fed any cheer. I struggle to see how the Fed can back off. So with 75 basis points of interest rates rises already under its belt, markets widely expect the Fed to continue tightening policy through the year and possibly into 2023. The central bank's benchmark short-term borrowing rate is currently anchored around 0.75 to 1%. It is also even expected to rise to 2.75 to 3% by the end of the year, which is actually insane to go and see. And as you guys know, just inflation everywhere for political side and normal life side has just been a BIT. It's been awful. It's been bad all over the place too as well. So the administration themselves pan a lot of this more on the surge and supply chain issues, more so related to COVID, imbalances created by the outsized demand for goods and for services, and also the good old little Russian conflict going on too as well. So in the recent Wall Street Journal, OPED Biden will said he'll push a little bit further improvements for supply chains and continue efforts to bring down the budget deficit. However, he and the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen both have emphasized that much of the responsibility for lowering inflation belongs to the Fed, and the administration has largely denied that the trillions of dollars directed towards COVID aid played a major role. So as you guys can probably go and tell from all this, it's just not been good news, and I want to bring it up because just everyone gets affected by this, for food, for gas, and everything out here. So if you guys want to go and give your thoughts and comments on what you think we should go and do, feel free to. I still kind of think like we almost just have to go and like rip the band-aid off and have a huge rate hike from the Fed and even push maybe like a 1% flat and kind of do a bigger jump than just like the 0.5% basis points they've been pushing for and kind of going from there. But it looks like stocks are going to be still kind of slogging along, retirement's going to be slogging along, and it looks like food, gas, like everything else has just been still going rougher and rougher and rougher. It's not been a fun time at all. So yeah, just want to give you guys a quick little update on it because it just came out today and kind of want to give my thoughts thoughts and chime on into it and share some information. Not fun, not cool, and at the end of the day, I just want my PlayStation 5 for all of you guys out there, and this is probably not helping. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well. Leave a like, leave your comments down below, and the usual sellout links as well down below, like the Twitch stream if you guys want to hang out there. And I'll see you guys all later on.